What's up guys, how you doing? On this video, we're going to talk about a top penny stock to buy right now. And in all honesty, it might be a top stock to buy right now. Not just penny stock, but stock altogether. I am really bullish on this stock. I do have money in this stock, or I'm going to have money. I am buying today at the open. So this is a stock that I believe in personally. I think there is massive potential growth with this stock, and I think it's a great long-term investment in my personal opinion. I'm not a professional advisor. I'm not telling you what to do, but I am definitely investing in this stock long-term. So with that being said, before we proceed any further, please consider hitting that subscribe button, ringing that bell, and smashing that like button. Turn that baby blue. It goes a long way in helping the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. We put a lot of effort and time into these videos, and it surely is appreciated when you hit that thumbs up button. And one last thing before we dive into the stock, the company, and all that good stuff, please be aware that there is a Patreon page for this channel. You get access to a Discord server of around 200 members, and you also get to see all the picks that we make on the We Are Investing portfolio, because we post as soon as we open or close any new positions. Patreon members get to see what we are investing in first before we make videos on it, and sometimes it could be days before I make a video on a stock, and sometimes I invest in stocks and I don't make videos in them because they're not going to get me views. So joining the Patreon, in my personal opinion, provides great value, and it's just going to take one good trade to get your money's worth. Okay, so the stock we are going to be talking about today trades under the ticker symbol SLGBF. Now, please be aware that this is traded within the OTC market. So you cannot invest in this stock if you invest through Robinhood or Webull. You need a different brokerage like TD Ameritrade, Schwab, Fidelity. Those allow you to invest in OTC stocks. Now, this stock is also offered on the Canadian exchange. So if you live in Canada, you can also invest in this stock through that exchange. Now, the company is called Good Natured, and we're going to dive into the company for sure in this video. I just want to take a quick second to recognize where I got this stock pick from. I got it from JJ's channel. Hopefully you are able to check out his channel. I think you can probably just click on his name. I'm including it in the title of this video. His channel is really good in my personal opinion, and I definitely think that you would enjoy his content, and he will provide you with some good value. Definitely check out his channel if you have the time. Now, on this video, we are going to spend the majority of our time identifying the company and why I think there is a lot of potential here. Hopefully by the end of the video, you can see what I'm seeing in this stock. The more detailed stuff we are going to have to cover in a separate video later down the road. I am going to do stock update videos on this stock because it is a long-term position of mine, and I like to stay in tune. And if you like this stock, I want you to be able to follow the stock as well through my videos. Now, the company is Good Natured Products, and their design focus, simply put, is to make better everyday products. We take the stuff people and businesses are buying every day and go one better by making it out of renewable materials and without chemicals of concern, ensuring it performs the same or better than traditional petroleum-based products, delivering it at real-world prices that drive incremental sales by right-sizing packaging, optimizing shelf space, and expand retailers' sustainable assortment. In a nutshell, this company provides products that are plant-based that are used in everyday life. These products take away the need to use plastics, which is a huge concern for the environment moving forward. And I definitely see huge potential here because I think as a society in North America and across the world, we are going to be reducing the amount of plastics that we use in our everyday life. And honestly, as a consumer, I do not think we are going to have a choice in this matter. I think that governments are going to ban single-use plastics worldwide eventually. And in North America, I can definitely see this happening within the next couple of years. There was recently, on October 7th, an announcement by the Canadian government that outlined the plan to ban single-use plastics by 2021. States will follow this announcement, in my personal opinion, and we could get to a point where this is an announcement that is made federally and we reduce the amounts of plastics that we use tremendously. But we're not going to be reducing the amount of stuff that we buy, the amount of stuff that needs these kinds of materials to ship them. These products are packaged in these materials, so we're going to need an alternate to single-use plastics, and that is where this company comes into play. They provide products that are biodegradable, they are plant-based, they are good-natured products. If you go to the website, you can see a list of some of their products. They have food packaging, which includes baked goods, deli and prepared meats, fruits and veggies, Simply Secure, food packaging lookbook, sales and promotion. They also have takeout containers for hot cups and lids, plates, carryout boxes, cutlery, soup bowls and lids, and food services lookbook. An example of some of their products include these types of containers and also your traditional takeout looking kind of container as well. They provide all kinds of products that are used in our everyday life, and that is why I think their total addressable market is going to grow tremendously in the upcoming years. Speaking of the opportunity, if we take a look at this slide, we can see that the sustainable segment of the fast-moving consumer goods industry is set to become a $150 billion US market by 2021 at 4x the average industry compound annual growth rate. Sustainable goods already accounts for over 22% of store sales and are estimated to reach 25% by 2021. And if we look at the revenues for this company, we can see that they are growing at a great rate. In fiscal year 2019, they had around $10 million in revenue. In fiscal year 2018, it was $5 million. So they doubled revenue from 18 to 19. And their 5-year compound annual growth rate is 172%. This can be further seen in their most recent earnings report for quarter 3 of 2020, where they increased revenue by 47% to $4.6 million compared to $3.2 million for the 3 months ended September 30th, 2019. And gross profit increased as well. Gross profit for the 3 and 9 months ended September 30th, 2020 was $1.7 million and $4.5 million. This corresponds to a 68% for the 3-month and a 70% for the 9-month. Now things are scaling up for the company. They have 385 products today. They operate in 50 states and provinces. They have 18,000 annual direct-to-consumer transaction, 400 recurring business-to-business customers, and 3 mergers and acquisitions completed. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't know much about the bioplastic sector. I don't know who the big players are. This might be a very small player. I don't know what the case is here. However, I did find an article that was titled, "A Look at Leading Bioplastic Companies." And this was from October 21st, 2019. So it is a little bit old. However, I think that Good Nature Products just increased their market share since then. But in this article, it is good to see that from the author of the article, he states that for now, my preferred companies in the sector are the pure plays that are growing well. 2 smaller market caps that appeal are Biome Technologies and Good Nature Products Incorporated. I will continue to keep an eye on the sector as it looks sure to take off. And recently an analyst covered this stock and he rated it a buy at a $1.80 price target, which at the time of publication represents a projected 1-year return of 71%. Now please keep in mind that this price target is for the Canadian exchange stock, which trades under ticker symbol GDNP on the TSXV. The current share price is around 83 cents for that stock. So simply put here, we have a company that is creating a product that I think is sustainable and I think it's going to have long-term growth. It applies to the world and it is something that we use in our everyday life. All of those things combined make this a company and a product that I want to invest in. Take into account that right now the total addressable market is around $150 billion and we just have $10 million in revenue. I definitely see an avenue where revenue can continue to increase dramatically over time. And that is going to help the top and bottom line of this company. And that is going to trickle into increasing the share price. And we're not even mentioning the factor that people will invest in this stock because it is just in a hot sector. These plant-based companies, whether it's food or whatever the case might be, are soaring right now. Look at Beyond Meat and Tattooed Chef. Both of those companies are soaring. They are having great returns. You might like the product, you might not. The whole fake meat thing might be a fad. It might be a trend. This right here is not a trend. It is not a fad. I definitely think that this is the way we are going, and these bioplastics are the route we are going to take for the future to get rid of our dependency on plastics for your everyday life. Now, please keep in mind that this is a penny stock and it is high risk. And there are some concerns that you need to have when you invest in a penny stock. The one thing that's going to happen with a penny stock, no matter what, and especially a young company, is they are going to have offerings and there is going to be a dilution in your shares. They're going to have multiple offerings and that could keep the share price kind of stagnant for some time. However, I look at this as a long-term investment, and I definitely think that long-term there is great potential here. But with that potential, there is still a lot of risk because it is a penny stock. It is still a very young company, and things could go wrong. And one other thing that you need to consider when you look at the valuations, when you look at the market cap, when you try to project a price target for the stock, you have to realize that it is also traded on a Canadian exchange. So you need to combine both of those together when you come up with your valuations and your projections and when you try to come up with a market cap for this stock. However, right now, the market cap, when you combine those two together and you look at the revenues of $10 million, the stock is priced very fairly in my personal opinion. And I think that as revenues continue to grow, we are going to see an increase in share price, even with offerings and dilutions in the share, because revenues, in my personal opinion, are going to grow at a great rate. 50% year over year is going to lead us to great revenues couple years from now, and I think we can actually exceed 50% once we start to see some of these states ban single-use plastics and we start to adopt these products more frequently in our society. So with that being said, guys, that wraps it up for this video. I hope that I was able to provide good content, that you understand the company a little bit more and you are able to identify the potential here. If I was able to provide good content, please consider returning the favor by hitting that subscribe button, ringing that bell so you do not miss any YouTube videos that I make, and smashing that like button. It helps the channel grow a tremendous amount. Please be aware of the Patreon page. There's also a Facebook group, and there are promotion links to Robinhood and Webull. I prefer Webull, and Webull's promotion is way better. You get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,600, and if you refer Webull to 2 friends, you will get an additional 10 free stocks on that if you use the links that I am providing in the video description down below. But you know the deal. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. And this is We Are Investing, and together we are invincible. See ya!